devil is alive, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said the devil is alive, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good morning. Can't really sing because there's other people in the house that are still asleep, so that would be really rude. Okay, but it's Sunday. We got church, and your girl got a solo. Let's go on and get ready and beat this face. Oh, okay. So yes, this is a makeup video, but I kind of wanted to touch on something else on today. So by the time you're watching this video, it is already the next day. So I'm going to go back and say today, I conquered a fear. I jumped over a hurdle that I thought was once too big for me to even take on. Now, for some of those who know me or who've been around me during the time that I used to just sing openly, you might be like, girl, stop playing, be for real. But in reality, it's a lot deeper than what it looks like on the surface. In reality, we never know exactly what someone is going through behind the scenes. That's children growing up, that's adults in their livelihood. We never know what someone is truly going through or what they truly went through. So there's always a story, there's always a testimony at the end of the rainbow. Yes, I know that I can sing. I know that I am very talented because come on now, I'm a child of God. He didn't make no mistakes when he made me, okay? But I'm also human. And with that being said, I too have harbored on things that I should have left in my past. But I also have to give myself grace because as we live and learn and we develop, you're either taught certain things or you pick up on certain things. Certain things I was taught, certain things I did not pick up on. And when it came to dealing with certain situations that I felt was harmful to me mentally and emotionally, I did not know how to handle those things. I did not know how to cope with those things. And so my first go-to is to shut down. I used to hear growing up that my voice was so irritating, right? It was so annoying. And because of that, I didn't know how to take that. And I stopped talking for a whole year. A whole year. I would only answer with one word responses. Yeah, okay, no. But I didn't do too much because I didn't want somebody else to be irritated with me. Little old me. Ain't that something? You can't be yourself because of what somebody else or how somebody else feel about you that has nothing to do with you. That in itself can break down a child. That will mold a child in on so many levels and so many ways on how they will perceive themselves and how they will handle themselves going into the future. And when you're dealing with kids, teenagers, whomever, you want to build them up to go out in the world and thrive. Yes, you're going to hear things about yourself and constructive criticism and just criticism in general, but I've never known how to handle it or cope it or deal with it because I was always an emotional child, always just in my feelings, and I never was taught I never was taught how to deal with that until I got into therapy as an adult. The sad part about that as well is when I was going through those stages in life, being emotional, not knowing how to deal with my feelings and things like that, that made people even more irritated. So it just almost made me feel like, why am I here? Because not only was I not getting any help on how to handle or perceive and all that stuff, but as I would try to express myself or just be me, right? Then that was also irritating to someone else. So it almost made like my existing on this earth, like what was the point? And that's why a lot of children go through what they go through, and we act like we don't understand, or we feel like children have no feelings and they can't possibly be going through things, but they really can. Anxiety and depression is a real thing, and a lot of times we try to sweep that under the rug because we don't want to put a label on things, but that's developed at early ages in children into their adulthood. These things, I feel like everybody in the world has some form of it. First of all, let's start there, because I feel like when people hear that anxiety or depression or anything like that, they automatically think like horrible of someone else. But we all go through that in different stages of life. Everyone experiences depression at some phase of life, a little anxiety at some phase of life. It doesn't make anyone lesser than of anyone. You just learn how to cope with those emotions, those feelings, and you grow and you move on. I know that I'm a crybaby. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when somebody else is happy. I cry when somebody else is sad. I cry watching TV shows. I cry because my baby is sick. Like, I'm a crybaby. It just is what it is. My future husband, spouse, whoever is just going to have to understand that I'm a crybaby. And when you see me crying, that doesn't mean you have to asking me your questions, or sometimes you might not even have to say anything. Just hug me. I'm a very affectionate person. Just hug me, hold me. And eventually that would simply put a smile on my face. Sometimes it takes the simplest things, but we're quick to jump at somebody and judge them and, get to fussing at them for being emotional. But that is one of the traits that God has placed in each and every one of us. Emotions. Hence why it has a name. It has a name. We go through so many phases of emotions in our life. One is not better than the other, one is not less than the other. It's just a circle of phases that people go through. So why must we condemn people because they go through different phases of their life? I received so many encouraging words, so much love on me jumping that hurdle on yesterday. But I've also received some hate. Wouldn't you believe? Ain't that something? Some hate for singing for God. It be like that sometimes when God is working through you. But another time for another day. But it's easy for someone to look at me and think, oh, she's being fake. She couldn't possibly. But again, people go through things. Yes, one minute I might be up, I might be on cloud nine and living my best life. And then there is a phase of life where I just might be going through, right? I might be transitioning through some things. God might be trying to, use me in other ways, and my life is shifting. It happens. No, I am afraid to sing lead. There, I said it. I'm afraid to be put on the spotlight. Okay? Background me at any day. I'll doo-wop in the background all day long. Catch me in the car or in the shower. Your girl gets down. Whole concert. Do you hear me? When I'm at home getting on my boys' nerves, I sing to them like I am putting on an Usher Las Vegas concert. And they are so sick of me. But then again, that's my comfort, right? That's my comfort. When you're put on the spotlight, you're out of your comfort, and all I can hear or see is these expectations instead of me seeing me. And the one thing that really got me through on yesterday was my team, was the praise and worship team just giving me so much advice and saying, hey, just act like you're at home. Don't even look at the people. Let God use you. Don't even think about it, because I am definitely an overthinker. But I was able to ease my anxiety just by that love. Because sometimes hate can overpower love, but on yesterday, that love overpowered hate. Even the hate that I was having for myself, it was overpowered. You see what I'm saying? And we got through that thing. I'm not a perfect person, and I don't pretend to be. What you see is what you get. And people don't know how to accept that because they want you to be something else so bad. And I've gotten to a point where it really don't faze me. Like I receive the hate and I keep on moving because I'm like, well, if I don't have nobody, I have God. That's literally where I'm at in life. And when you look back on it, as kids, we never understood why our parents and grandparents and aunties and was in the church so hard, why they was going so hard for God. In the midst of us learning about God, we didn't understand because we hadn't experienced a lot. When you start experiencing life, of course you're going to change, right? And if you want God to work miracles and wonders in your life, you're going to change for Him. You're going to have to give up some things for Him. You're going to have to give up some people for Him. Despite how you feel about me or what you thought you knew about me in my past, you know nothing as of right now because I know nothing. Because I'm flowing with God, right? I don't care who don't like it. Because why can't I be me? I haven't been able to be me in all this time. So now when I'm finally able to be me, the world is shaking. Well, I guess I'm going to have to shake with y'all because I can't go no other way. What they say, no other way but up. I'm trying to talk to somebody. Man, I strive every day to just be a better version of me. But also, I'm a whole mother out in these streets. A whole mother. Okay? And no other joy compares to the smile on my boy's face. No, I'm not the perfect mother, but they love me unconditionally. And since I've become a mother, I see a whole nother side of me that I never even imagined. I never experienced. I never thought having. And so, why can't I be that and so much more for my boys? Because they deserve it, right? Because while I'm trying to teach other human beings about life, I'm still learning. I'm still learning about life and how to maneuver. Almost like we're learning together, and it's fun. I love it here. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot for me to get here, and I don't see myself turning back. Because I'm utilizing all the resources. You know, because therapy is heaven. I don't care. Look, y'all better get you a therapist. Y'all better get you a therapist. Stop wandering on your own and not being able to handle what you're feeling. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. The best decision I could ever do was get a therapist to help me navigate my emotions. How I was feeling, how I was thinking, why I was overthinking, why I was trying to be a people pleaser. Because I'm searching for love in all the wrong places, whether it's relationship, friendships, family ships. It was almost like I was begging for someone to see me and to love me. Now I'm at a point where I'm sitting back and I'm like, God, whoever you have for me, send them my way. Whether it be a new relationship, send it my way. Whether it be a new friendship, send it my way. Whether it be a new family ship, send it my way. Because if it's for you, it's going to find me. It's going to find me. I'm just at a chilling stage in my life. I'm sitting back chilling. Staying in my own lane, minding the business that pays me. And I love it here. It's been peaceful. It's been peaceful and quiet. And like I said, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on my princess treatment. I'm waiting on all of that. All of that then some. But just to be able to sing, just to get through the song, just to be able to get through the day, it literally had me on cloud nine all day. Like I was talking about it with my sister, and I'm just, was breaking it. It made me cry happy tears. I cried after church, and I was just like, wow, because I felt those chains fall off, and you don't understand it until you experience it. That's the crazy thing. That is the crazy. Like I'm still at and I know to you probably looking in, you're like, girl, it wasn't even that serious, but it was. But it was. So I say all that to say, be you, love you, take the time to understand you and explore you. Because we lose ourselves as soon as someone else say that they don't like this and that about us. We're ready to jump off the bridge. We're ready to be like, oh no, why? And I'm not saying this for everybody, because some people grew up in strong households. Some people grew up and your parents and your family and spoke positive affirmations into you, and they taught you and they did all that. And that's cool and dandy. But some of us didn't get that, and some of us might need a little extra help. And all these years, not just that one incident growing up, but other incidents in between that. And it had me thinking that I wasn't good enough. But oh boy, what's in store? I'm excited. And I hope you guys are excited too. Because look at this look. I was ready for church. I said if I wasn't going to do nothing, I'm going to show up looking good for the Lord. Okay? Because if I can look good any other day, I'm going to look good for the Lord. Okay? So this is today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you hit that subscribe button, because there's plenty of more coming from Conquering e.l.f. Let's conquer together.